It's mighty dark in here. But I got a comment that perhaps that bearing number is in the book here. Let's find out. It's an early Sunday morning. It's cold and raining, and it's a good day to be doing something else. But I felt like I needed to pursue this to see if it was really there. So there you go. Trust me, not a sponsor. So we keep going around and around about this bearing thing on this lift. So everybody says what's the bearing numbers and whatnot. I did a later video about that, but I'll be very specific and I'll put it in the description. That bearing part number should be on the expanded view diagram of your Wildfire manual. Wildfire manual, got it on 15 October of 2020. I'm real big about dating things. And I've gone all through it, and I really haven't found anything that's real interesting. I gotta have my little bit of fun, but I also found this too. So, I've looked and looked. There's nothing in here about the bearing number. Now, I also feel that the bearings might be different from lift to lift. There are two types apparently, or maybe there's more now. Whatever the XLT is, the WF 9000 and the WF 9000 XLT. So anyway, I'm pretty good with paperwork. You know, I'm real careful with it, and so I did find these receipts though. This is how much I spent on these bearings. I thought it originally had 8. I really wasn't paying attention, and then I found out it had 10. But that's the part number, SKF 0550, and you can cross that over to other stuff, I guess. And so they were $23.18 each. So that particular bill was $197, and then I had to go back and get 2 more. So that, I think that makes 7 trips I've made, burning up gas and time and energy, and probably I don't know, several hours on the road, 8 or 10 hours drilling and fixing and replacing and pulling cables and stuff like that. So this is where I got them from. It's called Allied Bearing, and I don't think, yeah, Allied Bearing in right there in Statesville, North Carolina. And George helped me out. Now George has some rather colorful comments to make on a video I made some time ago. You can find it. Just go to my stuff and type in Wildfire. And George is the one who wanted to keep the old original bearings out of it for show and tell. And so then I spent another $49. Then I spent a couple of $100 the other day on the hoses. So that's $250. So I'm right there at $500. But it is the ripe old age of a little over 2 years old now, so I guess things happen. So there you go. And just watching it rain, and feeling better about my lift being safer. So there you go. As I was typing my response, something else came to mind. If you talk to Wildfire, and if you're real nice to them, I guess, maybe if you're not, I don't know, you can, if you've damaged, or if the bearings have damaged the pins in there, I think they'll send you some pins. So I don't know. I don't know what their policy is now. I have no idea. I don't know if they've changed their bearing type or whatever. But I do suggest that you go see what George said about it. And just you can watch the whole series if you want to. But yeah, if your pins are galled, then you got to get those replaced too, or polish them or whatever. But I honestly, if they were galled in the least bit, I would not reuse them if I were you. This is getting into some territory. So this is a Wildfire lift thing, not my thing. I'm just trying to make it safe. So anyway, yeah, just be careful out there, and if you take it apart, just take real good, careful pictures of the routing of the cables. The one thing the book does have is the diagram for the hydraulics and the cable routing and all that other stuff. So I'm sure that's online too. I just wanted to say that about the pens, and I don't know what Wildfire folks are doing anymore. So it's up to them. We're not speaking.